All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakodash. That belongs to the Apostle of the Great Millstone. And salutes and honest to you brothers out there preaching this word, sincerity and truth. All right, I got this article here from Zero Hedge, going into prophecy of the one world government, the New World Order. All right. The article is entitled 24 World Leaders Call for More Globalism in Wake of Pandemic. Okay. This Crown Royal virus was a catalyst to jump off this New World Order. All right. Which in Bible history, two nations attempted to, have a one world government, and it didn't work. It came to it didn't come to fruition. All right, because the Lord Yahweh, the Son Yahweh Shah, is not down with the a wicked New World Order. All right. When Yahweh Shai comes back to establish his kingdom on the planet Earth, then that will be a new world order and righteousness. All right, so that's the only new world order the Lord is working with, is in agreement with. All right. So continuing on, 24 world leaders have signed a letter calling for more globalism to combat future pandemics, citing the coronavirus outbreak as an opportunity to co-sign nationalism to a dustbin of history. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, French President Emmanuel Macron are the leading figures behind the pledge, with 21 other heads of state signing the letter. It states that nobody is safe until everyone is safe, and that the global community must be further implemented in order to combat inevitable future pandemics. All right. It's going to be the pandemic, then it's going to be, terrorism. All right, because it's about to be huge, major terrorist attacks that's coming. All right. So these governments, they're going to want to band together and make a one world government. All right. At the time when COVID-19 has exploited our weakness and divisions, we must seize this opportunity and come together as a global community for peaceful cooperation that extends beyond this crisis, the letter states. Building our capacities and systems to do this will take time and require sustained political, financial, societal commitment over many years, it adds. All right, and if you look on the back of your the American dollar bill has a Nouveus Order Seclorum. It's, basically new secular order, new world order. All right. This whole new world order thing is they had it in the book since May Day, 1776, which, is like the birth of the Illuminati, And this is all in the elite's plan to get these governments to be on a world war religion, world war government. All right. One world train of thought. Let me get the scripture of Job. Job chapter 5 verse 12. I got it on my phone. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so so their hands cannot perform their enterprise. All right, and their ultimate enterprise is a one world government. Verse 13, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. All right, they meet it with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in night. All right, so that's these elites, man. But ultimately, they won't be able to fulfill their one world government 100% because the Lord's going to come back. All right, at the precipice of it. All right. So they just getting the ball rolling in this. All right. Read a little bit more of this. The letter compares the situation in the aftermath of the Second World War and urges an end to isolatism and nationalism. The pledge calls for a straightening of the World Health Organization infrastructure, despite the global health body's documented failures in regards to pandemic and continual charges that has facilitated the communist Chinese government's lies and deceptions. WHO Director General Dr. Tedros Adhanom what's that? Ghebreyesus also signed the letter, having repeatedly slammed nations, including Britain and the U.S., for putting their own populations first when it comes to recovery. The letter specifically calls for a global treaty on pandemics to be signed and to establish international rules and norms for vaccine production and distribution, as well as coordination on alert systems of data sharing and research. All right, so you basically get the idea. They're trying to do a one world medical system. All right, so they're trying to cover the medical, the medical system, pharmaceuticals, vaccines, what's that? Medical tracing or whatever. They're covering the medical side because the medical industry is one of the biggest industries. All right, one of the biggest compartments of these governments. All right, then they're gonna come out the terrorism. All right, the data tracing for terrorism. All right, and what else? The financial, because everything's about to go digital. Okay, and it's all going to be stored on that little RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. All right, so these governments, headed up by the elites, so they can have 100% tracking of you. All right. Let me get Genesis 11. So this is the first attempt of having a one world government. Genesis 11:1, and the whole earth was of one language and of one speech, and it came to pass that they journeyed from the east, they found a plain and land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said to one to another, Go to, let us make brick and mortar them thoroughly. They had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go, let us build a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven. Now, there's some theories out there that they built this tower because they don't want to get flooded again. Because the flood wiped out the whole planet Earth except Noah, his 3 sons and wives. All right, for 8 souls, only was saved. But that's not the point. Point is, they tried to basically come all together and with one mind and wickedness to get something accomplished. All right, and let us make a name that we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, behold, this people is one, and they have all one language. And they began to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined to do. Now, just, this city and this tower, it had a fucking idols in it. All right. It had all kind of idols. Go to and let us go down there, confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city, because they couldn't communicate with each other. Therefore, the name of it called Babylon, okay, it means confusion, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth, and from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. All right, so the Lord wasn't with that one world mindset coming together. All right, the Lord is all about division. Yahweh Shah said he's coming to the earth to bring division. All right, it's even division and amongst the circumcision, man. Amongst the men that say they're Israelites, they call themselves Israelites. All right, the divisions of the Israelite camps, man. All right, but the Lord is only dealing with one camp. All right, that's a great millstone, man. But what we're gonna get this is the second attempt of a one world government. And the word government means mind control, by the way. Govern means control, mentis. All right, your mental state means the mind. First Maccabees 1:41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and every one should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. And yet many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sacrificed unto idols, and profaned the Sabbath. See that? For the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they shall follow the strange laws of the land, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, that they shall profane the Sabbath and festival days, and polluted the sanctuary and holy people. All right, so that the Lord set up the Maccabees to basically break all that up, man. That one world government shit. And the Lord plagued Antiochus with a death disease, death illness, man. All right. Revelation 17 and 15. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. So the whore represents America. All right. And the 10 horns which saweth upon the beast, they shall hate the whore. And that goes into the 10 horns and the beast goes into NATO and the EU. All right. Because you're basically, NATO and the EU are basically calling for this world war order. All right. So something's going to happen during World War III. These NATO EU nations are gonna hate America, all right, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire, all right. So this is all in a culmination of building this new world order, but it's not gonna come to fruition, all right. The Lord is gonna come back with his angels. All right, and the Lord is also working on the minds of these other nations, so they can shoot their missiles on America, man. All right, instead of burn her with fire. And what's going to burn America with fire is the missiles. For Yahweh have put it in their hearts. See that? For Yahweh have put it in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is the great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. It goes into Babylon, man. America. So the third attempt of making this new world order, man, is not gonna come to pass. You know, these people don't know about Bible history, man. If they knew about Bible history and believed on it, they wouldn't be trying to do this. You know, they'd be trying to, follow them laws that's in the scriptures. But it wasn't intended for these nations to be the righteous. Only the Israelites, man. All right. So that's pretty much all I got. It was edifying. Shalom.